Hey everybody, it's Friday, and I know it's Friday finally, because I finally got my days right on the last work day of the week. Well, I start my day on the 55, come and join me now, it's the Daily Drive. Hello, how are you guys doing this lovely Friday morning? Or afternoon when you watch this, whatever. I almost said read, you're not reading this, you're gonna watch this. I hope you guys are doing well. My last 2 days have been pretty good. Yesterday, for example, was very busy, but it was fun. But a brief update really quick. A lot of you have been tweeting at me at the behest of Justin Scard about the charity fundraiser that we did not too long ago when we raised $1,000, and we met that goal. And you're asking about fulfilling my end of the bargain. Yes, absolutely, it's coming. I just don't know how we're going to do it. I'm obviously not going to show it happening. That's disgusting. Justin had some ideas. I thought they were kind of but basically at this point, really the only thing I do is to say that I did it. So I will dedicate, a daily drive solely to me talking about me doing it and my feelings about it. If that's okay with you guys, that's why I'm throwing it out there now. So if that's okay for those of you waiting for an update, you tell me, and that's what I'll do. But I'm definitely not taking a video of it. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna take a video of myself peeing in the shower. That's disgusting on so many more levels than just peeing in the shower to begin with. That's gross. But leave me a comment or tweet me and let me know if me just saying it and telling you how I felt, because I'm gonna tell you, it's not gonna feel good. And then I will do that ASAP. But yesterday was good. It was busy. I had a meeting for the new project that's been coming for a while, which is soft launching next week. We actually took photographs in a graveyard yesterday, all of us as a group, which was a lot of fun. We got into a little bit of trouble because I guess groundskeeper Willie came over and maybe they have a lot of people coming there. And I know, yeah, it's private property, I understand that, but he wanted to ask if we had a permit, which we didn't. And he kept saying that we couldn't use the photos. A lot of major productions have filmed there before, like the X-Files. Which, granted, that's pretty cool. But, we needed permission to do it, and we can't use any of the photos. Which I totally understand. So we gotta get that straightened out. But it was cool to take some cool photos. They were good. They weren't anything bad. We weren't, being disrespectful or anything. It was just, basic, headshots and stuff. So that was cool. Afterward, we went to go see World of Color with the Schraders. As part, they're here this week as part of their graduation trip. They're doing a castle to castle. So early this morning, they actually left to get on an airplane to go to Florida to go to Walt Disney World. But we spent, the other night with them, we saw the parade and the fireworks, and last night we saw World of Color. And I loved the new World of Color. I thought it was great. There wasn't too much Neil Patrick Harris, as some people were saying. I thought it was very respectful of Walt and his legacy. They definitely could have lost the entire Frozen segment, and it would have been 1,000 times better, because they literally played the entire Let It Go, which was dumb. It brings the whole show to a screeching halt. But other than that, I thought the show was great. But I love the Schraders. I think they're wonderful. Benjamin and Mason and Claire all graduated from high school, and this was their big graduation trip, so they're very excited. I met them a couple years ago. I think I talked about this before, at the D23 Expo. And they're the sweetest family I've ever met in my entire life. And I really wanted to make some magic happen for them on this trip. And thanks to my friend Jason, we couldn't get them Club 33 reservations, but Benjamin especially is a huge Disney nut, and he said something once that kind of stuck with us. And I just wanted to get him in there so we can actually see it. And so Jason, my friend Jason, was kind enough to meet them, and I worked it out with their mom and dad. He met them, and he brought them up to Club 33 at the bar, so they can hang out in the bar area, Salon Nouveau, and they can see the dining room. And it was a surprise for them. And I'm so glad that I was able to do it. I get so disenfranchised with the community sometimes, but it's moments like this when I can make magic happen for somebody else and just make their day that really hits me in the feels, and it really, really felt good to be able to do that for someone else. So a big thank you to Jason, and a big thank you to their parents for keeping it a secret. That was awesome too. And also, by crazy random happenstance, Bob Gurr was there, and granted, it's Disneyland, Bob Gurr is always there, but he was in Salon Nouveau when they were there, so they also got to meet and hang out with him and talk to him for a while. And Benjamin told me last night that it was the highlight of his trip. Like, nothing is going to get better from there. So that felt really, really good because I love them, and I'm really glad I was able to make it special for them. Other than that, not much going on. You know, finally a weekend where not much is happening. I think I'm going to see Zombie Joe's Underground in Los Angeles on Saturday night. I have to return something from Amazon again, the same item again. I don't know how often any of you order records from Amazon. It's definitely not Amazon fault, it's a pressing of the record, but one of my favorite albums of all time is Keasbey Nights by Catch-22. It really got me into the ska punk scene during the summer of ska in 1996. A lot of people grew out of that music after, you know, Sellout was huge. I, however, did not. I continued listening to ska music. I still listen to ska music. It's almost been 20 years. But Keasbey Nights is the album that got me into that scene, and it means a lot to me. And I wanted to own it on vinyl, so I bought it finally on Amazon the other day, and it came, and I was so excited, and I put it on the record player, and it skipped like nobody's business. And I was like, okay, maybe just the record's dirty. And I was checking to make sure, nope, record's fine. Maybe it was the needle. Nope, needle's fine also. Maybe it's just that one side. I turned it over, bam, still skipping. So I was super bummed. I'm like, okay, not a big deal. I can return to Amazon, and they'll send me a new one. So I did. I did the return thing. I sent the other one out. The new one came yesterday when I came over for World of Color. I'm like, great, I'm glad this is here. Let me try it. Put the record on. Still skipping. The same exact things were skipping as they were the first time around. And I'm just super bummed about it. I played some other records just to be sure it wasn't our player, and it's not. All the other records play fine. Even records, you know, Ziggy Stardust, which was made in the 70s, that record played flawlessly, no problem whatsoever. But for some reason, Keasbey Nights by Catch-22 is not working at all. So it's got to be a pressing of the disc. There's got to be something wrong with it. And I'm so super bummed about it. So super bummed that I have to return this one too. The box is behind me all taped up. I gotta send it back out to the UPS store today, even though I just dropped the other one off yesterday. So I'm super angry. I'm not angry. I'm really bummed because it's my favorite album. Yeah, I can listen to it on my, you know, my iPod whenever I want, but I really wanted vinyl because I am like that. So I have to search the internet to see if there's a problem with the pressing of that record. Because it was made a while ago, and I know it was made a while ago, obviously, because the website that's listed still on the sleeve is like members.aol.com. And for those of you who remember that, like my first website was members.aol.com. I think it's /Bamfor23, which is the screen name I used to name for everything. I don't know if it's still up. It may be. I don't even remember what was on it. But their members.aol.com /catch22 website was still there, which is insane to think about. So that's how old the record is. It's almost 20 years old. So it has to be a bad pressing or something, and Amazon's just getting a lot of bad pressings. So I got to do some research to see, which is unfortunate, because I really wanted to rock out the Catch-22 on my record player this weekend. That's all I got. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. Do something fantastic and fun. Fantastic. I said fantastic twice, whatever. That's how fantastic I want your weekend to be. Do that. Do something wonderful. Make someone happy. That's what you should do this weekend. Also, again, let me know in the comments if the whole how I'm going to do the charity thing is okay. That's your update. Okay. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you all later. Maybe at some point this weekend. I don't know. But it's Friday, and I'm very excited about that. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day.